Hey.
We are live.
Yo! It is Raysdale, his wife Cindy, and Magnus, the pitbull puppy. How you guys doing? We fell off the map for 5 months. If you watched our last vlog, you'll have seen red and blue flashing lights. And catch us up.
So there was sickness in the family. I went and got some stuff for work and went and visited my relative. On the way back, I was just distracted and wasn't paying attention to the road, and I rolled the beautiful Hilux about 3 or 4 times. I can't actually remember, but I walked away. It was an experience, I guess. What else to say about that? I mean, only recently I felt like aches and pains and all that stuff, but it's not too bad, I guess.
All right, we should probably turn the music down just a little bit. Sorry, it's super echoey in here. We are in a concrete structure that we have built. We're almost at lockup. We just need to install our windows and doors. And yeah, life has been insane. There is nothing else that we can say about that.
It's 2021.
So I don't know how you guys are doing this year. It has been a legitimate roller coaster ride. There is a family member that has brain cancer, a mother that has got a fatty liver, a father that has got mental health issues, a little bit of grandmother who across the border who is not doing well, and I really hope things open up so we can go and see her in her last days. My car has been smashed up by some construction workers, damaged the fender and the hood. That just happened yesterday. Today the wife snapped the handle off the bus.
The toilet in the bus.
Toilet in the bus blew up. Shower.
I mean, this seal, it wasn't holding water, so we got a new seal. Had it all shipped up from the States.
But the previous owner of the bus did a crazy botch job on sealing the bowl to the assembly. And it was Micro 4, which in the motor coach world is the holy grail. They quit making them in mid 2000s, and so you can only get parts. You can't actually get another toilet, but they've damaged it so much we couldn't make the kit that we bought work. So right now the laptop is sitting on our new
RV toilet. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's what is it? It's the
Dometic 320.
Oh yeah, it's the Dometic 320, which is the better of the RV toilets. I don't know if you know that much about the RV toilet game, but it is one of the better ones, but it pales in comparison to the Micro 4 that we got rid of.
Yeah.
We bought some electrical ends and 35 meters of 6'3", 6-gauge, 3-wire for the bus so that we can plug in to power and keep us going, because
right now
the fridge,
yeah, but right now on the site we're putting asphalt down and the earthworks guys are back, so we have to move the bus out of the compound.
just enjoying a gin and tonic on a Friday night.
I mean,
Yeah.
I swear, I guess.
You know what? This is 18 plus. Let's drop some F-bombs. Let's talk about how cunty life has been to us. Yeah, we've just had
Kings and queens above 18 only.
Yeah, kings and queens above 18. If you're 15, please go to bed. Shut this off.
Sorry, Isabella.
All right, so yeah, life has been insane. We lost our truck. We got jerked around by the insurance. We have been so beaten down by life, we really didn't fight with them, and we just took what we got. We put a whole bunch of money into starting a company so that we could be subcontracting through our employer. There's been all kinds of holes to fall in and money being spent on things, and we've had issues with getting liability insurance. Another project that I'm running on the same site got shut down. and we're still not back into the works there. We're just focusing on the new build. It has been crazy. Right now, politics in Canada are nuts. New Zealand, where we had spent 5 years, or 4 years, just over 4 years, has totally opened up. Everyone is loving life, no masks, no vaccines. It is just a party over there. Florida seems to be doing fine, which is like mind-numbing. But what is being reported by big media and our government paints just a horrible picture in Canada, and there should just be corpses on the street. But I haven't been to a funeral in 18 months, and I don't know of anyone else who has been. I don't know of anyone who hasn't passed away of a pre-existing condition. I am of the opinion that this is a flu, and if you take all your vitamins, if you get some exercise and you rest, you are going to be sweet. The wife has different opinions. I think that she likes to watch the news and live in fear, but whatever.
I don't live in fear. I don't live in fear at all. I just personally, want to listen to the scientists, and if, it's going to storm outside also, and we don't have any windows or doors in this building.
Yeah, we haven't made it to lockup, as I said.
But no, anyways, we have differing opinions on plenty of things, actually, not just this kind of stuff, but that's just the way it is, and we still get along.
Like, I really would like to know, like, how many of you out there in YouTube land know someone who has passed to the flu, also known as the vid, like legitimately just from that, who didn't have, isn't on kidney dialysis, doesn't have, existing heart condition or any of those kind of things, isn't like morbidly obese, because let's be honest, flu season is hard on those people anyways, and pandemic. Event 201, Johns Hopkins University, October 2019. They ran a humongous event where Bill and Melinda Gates and Open Philanthropy paid for heads of state and leaders of big business to sit in a room and talk through how they would manage.
It was basically like a United Nations, like what schools do, United Nations, and they go through plans and they kind of like, what if this would happen? And
but
that kind of stuff. But
I've watched all the videos, and my interpretation is that was a data mining exercise.
Agnes,
and
don't eat that.
Hey Agnes, come on, bud. And what they were doing was just finding out how heads of companies and heads of state were going to behave in a pandemic, so that they could make the most money possible when something happened. I don't think that the vid was like made in a lab and they're going to give it to everyone, and that's just too cloak and dagger for my taste. But Snowden says conspiracies happen in broad daylight, and to me this is more collusion. Let's make some money, let's make people get vaccinated, and then let's get them on a subscription system where every year everyone has to get the vaccination. Meanwhile, debt for every first world country is going to skyrocket because has there been any transparency on what one of these doses costs the Canadian government?
I'm sure we can look at it.
I've looked and I haven't seen anything personally. Hopefully someone in YouTube land can and then throw a comment on here and let us know what dose costs a Canadian, because I like transparency.
I think one thing that I'm more worried about than dying from this, other than some of the variants, hearing some of that stuff, is a long-term haul. Like, long-term, it can very much affect a lot of things in your body. And it can affect your lungs, it can affect your brain. That's a scary one. But at the same time, we shouldn't
live in fear.
I do understand that. We shouldn't live in fear. We should have just locked down, and everybody locked down, and that was it. No ins, no outs, lockdown. But you know what? It just didn't happen everywhere, and unfortunately, it just ends up with this right now, where it's just like, we don't want to lock down a second time, so now everything's going bad. That kind of
Well,
sucks.
it's rooting our economy.
Yeah.
We are taking on more debt than we ever had. The Canadian taxpayer isn't even born yet that is paying for this. It is insanity. But I honestly feel like that is enough talk about the
Yes.
bid. We know where I stand. I think this is a total pandemic and that they're just milking us for every dollar they can.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw vaccination passports in to limit our travel. They have Bill C-10 coming through
That
to
doesn't have
censor
anything
us
to do
and
with
take, no, they're using COVID to slide it in the back door. They're sliding it in the back door on us and I'm not a fan.
Just gonna slide it.
Just slide it in.
Anyways,
Okay, well, I guess Bill C-10 is the next thing. Canadians should not be censored. We don't have freedom of speech, we have freedom of expression.
it's net neutrality. That just is what needs to be, plain and simple.
I think that, Trudeau's government is pretty shameful. The opposition is non-existent. And we just have chaos and mayhem in Canada. I would love to talk to all of you in greater depth. You can, send me a message in the comments and we can chat about this. Who knows, maybe we'll get together in an online capacity and just have a rad chat about what's going on in Canada and what we can do to come together and affect some change. Lumbergate! Lumbergate! That actually should have been in the title. Okay. Now, the only people who are making money off the insane price of timber right now are the sawmills. They have created a false economy. If you look at some of the videos that are circulating right now online, there are a couple of monstrous yards full of timber, and they're doing the whole supply and demand game. Enter for Weyerhaeuser, Canfor, West Fraser. Stocks for all of these companies are at least 4 times what they were at the start of the pandemic. Some are, I think, up to 12 times what their value were. It is insane. For the month of May and the month of June, I am doing everything I can to repurpose timber that we have already purchased on our construction sites so that we are not contributing to this issue, because it is shocking how expensive it is. A 2x4 3 years ago was $1.99, and a 2x4 now, it's probably like $15.
yeah, pretty close.
It's absolute lunacy. I just cannot. I will rip 2x6s and 2x12s and 2x8s that we have, and I will do everything I can to not purchase. Oh, the wind is coming up massively right now. Yeah. Okay, what else do we got other than some Lumbergate? What are we doing in life? What's happening in life? The bus.
Bus.
Okay, yeah, bus maintenance. The fridge is on the fritz. We have the whole bathroom to tear apart tonight. I'm gonna rip out all the tile. The toilet's already gone. I'm gonna rip out the shower. We've got a water leak. Oh, this is awesome. And on the one hand, we're gonna have a bathroom that'll last 20 more years. On the other hand, this is a massive expense, a ton of work. We have some other issues with the plumbing. The water pump for the bus is on its way out. The hot water tank is leaking all kinds of water. So we pressurize the system, wash some dishes, and depressurize the system so we don't continue to leak water into the undercarriage of the bus. The hot water tank in our bus is right next to the power inverter, so legitimately playing with some fire. So we're totally remodeling the bathroom. Sydney's going to take some before pictures. The toilet's already been ripped out, but we'll have a pretty decent look. We'll probably get new countertop, new sink, new faucet, and just change things up a little bit in there and make it a lot more user-friendly.
Very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, the car needs to go into panel and paint and get a quote for all the damage that's been done to it. The front bumper, my STI bumper that got damaged by Canada Post and Purelator. Thanks very much, guys, for not taking any ownership or accountability and just pointing the fingers at each other kind of game. She's gonna go to Rebel Fiberglass here and get repaired, and then we're gonna get her sprayed and thrown on the car. I'm going to attempt to install the wide body kit. I'm going to do the front fenders first because at the end of the day, if I suck at this and it's a mess, it's only going to be, I don't know, maybe $1,000 plus shipping to get new fenders shipped out from Japan. I cannot put North American fenders on the car because it is the STI, and in the fenders they have the side markers, and USDM cars did not have those. Yeah, oh, right, Race Built. The channel name is going to change. We are rebranding everything to be in line with the name of our company, which is Race Built Incorporated, because I build things. We are going to be doing, we've got a Lego Mark II crane that I'm missing a couple of pieces for. We are going to do a time lapse of us ripping it apart, putting it all back together. We're going to order the pieces to make it whole, and then we are going to give away the Lego Mark II crane for our 250 subscriber giveaway. We're going to be working on that in the next couple of weeks to get it all pulled apart and figure out what pieces we need. The box is in a little bit of rough shape because we've moved all over the place. There might be some duct tape that helps close it.
Did it come to New Zealand with us?
No, I got stored at your parents.
Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, what we're going to do is build the crane, time lapse it, tear it down, rebag it, and like vacuum seal it in all the proper pouches. It has all the instructions, and we are going to send it to one of our subscribers anywhere on Earth for our 250 sub giveaway, and we're going to make that kind of our thing. Being a kid at heart still, and being a really poor kid when I was growing up, I didn't have money for fancy stuff like that, and the Lego collection I had in New Zealand was crazy. I had
all
the dark side.
It was all the Empire.
All of the Empire stuff I had, and we sold it all when we left New Zealand. But what I'm going to do for the channel, because this is racing.
No,
Magnus, we're doing it live, bro. Manners, come on. He is an unreal guard dog. I won't even lie about it.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Come here, bud. Come on. Good boy. Come here. This side. Are you going to see Dad? Magnus.
Magnus, come on. Magnus, come. Anyways, yeah. So for the 250 sub, we're going to give away the Mark II crane, and then for the 500 sub, we were going to give away the what can I think of? The Ruffy, the mobile crane, Lego's new Technic mobile crane. We're going to give that away for 500 subs. And then we have something massive planned for our 1,000 sub giveaway, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. What else to talk about? I guess I'm going to start hacking this cord up so I can put it back together. I've got a grinder here. Let me slip into something more comfortable. We just finished work.
Yes.
Yeah, we just finished work. This is our Friday. Yeah.
So what are we doing exactly here, Grace?
So this is a 6A3 cord that I bought the Energizer fittings for, and they were garbage.
The entire absolute crap.
Garbage. And so, safety, right? Safety. Put those glasses on, you know what we're about, and
scared Magnus.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut the cord that we got with the bus. And we bought 35 meters of this 6A3, something too small for me to read. And we're going to use our heat shrink. And we're going to splice the cords together so that the bus can be running on AC instead of having the fridge run on LP because it is not working. No communication with the motherboard. Bus life, all these people on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, oh, bus life is so great, van life is so great. Man, on the back end of it, it's so cool driving around with a Detroit diesel, Jake breaking it down all the hills and stuff, but there's more maintenance than in a house.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 years old, so there's going to be lots of maintenance.
So let's maximize what we got here.
And I think kind of
The person that had it for the year, he was not very apt. And he did a lot of things really backwards that kind of hindered the bus's longevity.
Gives us lots of content at least, and kind of shows you what.
So I'm gonna splice this onto this cord here. Then I'm gonna heat wrap it, and then we are gonna have power in the bus, even though we're parked at least 100 feet away from our power source out on the road. Yeah, that's kind of, one more. We'll do one more quick. Yeah!
And you're gonna do that
What?
halfway, or so how are we gonna do this?
I'm gonna do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't be bothered to like pull the plug apart and rewire it. I did 2 plugs last night and they both were total failures. Energizer, you suck. Thank you for taking my money. All right, I think that's it. I'm gonna do my little electrical work off camera. We just kind of had an opportunity to touch base with any of our subscribers or any new people who'd like to start following the channel. Oh, I still have my mask on.
From work.
Yeah, so we have to, on site, if you're obviously not married to your site administrator, you need to be.
Do other stuff.
And labor.
Thank you.
You have to wear your mask on site, obviously, because it is COVID. I wear my mask anytime I'm in any of the buildings or within 6 feet of anyone. I think it is a bit of a sham, but rules are meant to be followed, not broken, so I adhere to them, even though I don't agree with them. That being said, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you should subscribe to the channel. We are going to be rebranding it. Signature Signs here in Kamloops is unreal. They are doing logos and stuff for us. We are going to do some stuff on the bus. We're going to do some stuff with the car, maybe some cool t-shirts. And yeah, we are going to start taking this a lot more seriously. Hopefully every 2 weeks we'll do a live, and hopefully every 2 weeks we will have a vlog. And we'll just stagger it so that they all kind of make it so that we have weekly content.
It won't be like YMH Live, unfortunately. We all know how much you guys love those.
I just can't look at people's buttholes and like Fed Smoker and like Tony John.
National treasure.
But at the same time, Hen Dog is the greatest DJ that ever exists.
Yes.
Hen Dog, I got a DUI baby, is a bang.
Shout out to Hen Dog for making this guy a mommy, because without DUI and Tony Johns, and of course our lovely Leo and all of that stuff, he wouldn't have gotten into YMH, which is just very near and dear to my heart because I'm a sick motherfucker.
I like highbrow humor. Like, she likes dick and fart jokes. It's ridiculous.
That's the best.
Alright guys, we are gonna do some electrical work now and go and tear apart the bus. What time is it? It's probably like 7 o'clock. Yeah, all right. Have a good night. Like and subscribe. We'll see you later.
We have one person watching, but whatever.
Okay, who's the one person?
And it stays on there. It's just ending.
Oh.
I hope it's not actually ended and we're still looking at it.
And like we're a bunch of weirdos?
It is 24.
How do you
I thought I ended it, but it's not working.
end stream?
It's broken.
Maybe it's, there we go. What is that? It's playing in picture mode. What have you done?
Didn't do anything.
No.
Just close it.
No, because I don't want to be screwy. Can I? I don't understand.